Hey guys, welcome back for part two of the Team Overland Rally
Gently
hosted by
scar
Coffee
stuff
and
like
Crawlin.
unintentionally.
Uh,
Looks
this
good.
is from June 2025. If you guys haven't watched the first one, uh, definitely recommend going back watching the first one, then watching this. But you can watch them whatever order you want. So this again was the
Fight.
Team Overland Rally hosted by Coffee and Crawlin at Stillwater Boom Site, and we'll jump right in here. We got Dana, Kyle, and Dustin here. These guys were making some killer time, doing really well, working really well as a team. So Dana's got the brown and white Ford. Uh, it's four-wheel steer. Usually this is set up on two twos, but the event didn't allow for two twos, so he's running 1.9s. Kyle's right behind him with his H10 optic that's got all the Whoophows. I'm not sure what he's running for a motor in it, but it boogies. Um, Dana's truck here's also got a lot of Whoophows. So don't let the look fool you. Kyle's rig is not stock. Go ahead and say that.
So the
And we got
gear for
Dustin
a
back
second.
here with his Fordice. Not the new line.
Come push me, Kyle.
New technique here. Dana's taken. Kyle tried to also take a new line, but he got Dana knocked over. I don't know how that happened. That was some voodoo magic,
That was awesome, guys.
but it worked. Dana's able to hook up.
We were team
I'm
working over
not sure
here
what
in the shot.
Dustin has done to this. Um, you can tell by the sound that it's not stock, but I don't know what's all done to it.
Actually get into the face. Otherwise, you're gonna roll on your side.
I'll work on that. You know,
Like straight down like this?
Just slowly, straight your tire into that face.
there's a little crunchy crunch. But Dustin shot out the backside, so onto the skinny balance rock. If you guys watched the first video, you know the skinny balance rock. That's messed quite a few people up. So let's see if these guys can get over it. It's super fun watching Dana drive. The dude is probably the smoothest rear steer operator I've ever seen. Again, it's like a ballet. Haven't seen many ballets, but I imagine that's what a ballet is like. Because it doesn't slow him down at all. He doesn't have to like stop and think. It's just smooth. Also, this dude's really good at recoveries. Um, like he knows exactly what he has to do to get his truck flipped over in the orientation that he wants, and how to run his winch cable through the truck, around an axle. I've seen him do it all, I think. And if I haven't, well, I'll learn the next time that he does it, because it's wild. Competed against him in several tough truck challenges as well, and yeah, the guy is just wild. So Kyle had gone up this and ended up ejectocito off the side. So he turned around and got back on where he fell off. So yeah, these guys are killing it on time here. Kyle making that look easy, throwing up roosts. So Dustin having a little more body, a little less approach angle and stuff. Had to winch there. Rather be safe than sorry and spend a bunch of time, you know, throwing himself around and not getting up it. Very smart play by these guys.
I'm down to that.
So Dustin here riding that skinny, locking his passenger tire on the outside of that.
Get it right in, and get up.
So this is where things started to go terribly wrong. You can see Kyle got him flipped over there. But what we didn't know right away at the time was Kyle ended up breaking the ears, I believe, off of the stub shaft, and that's gonna significantly hurt them.
Wheel hex.
So he no longer has drive going to his driver's front. So effectively, Kyle is now three-wheel drive. Dana's coming around to give Dustin a little bit of a bump.
Well, I just need it to hold me this way. Just something to. I don't need
They're just pushing him like, oh, you don't need a winch. I'll give
you all the budget.
I would just push you.
If there was a budge, you're getting it.
Right? I mean, it kind of works.
That Ford, that thing's a beast.
All right, where this way?
It's a heavy beast. But that doesn't stop it at all. So Dana had to winch up this tree root section.
And then you want him to hook on
And
me?
so he's hooking up to Dustin.
Where is
and
two loops
Kyle's
around.
hooking up to the back of him. And they're just going to
this
train it up to
flipping
the
bag.
top.
Thank you, sir.
Right?
I'll try to be helpful.
Kyle has like a kinetic rope on the end of his winch cable. And he's got that doubled up around
Yeah, we gotta go left too.
the cab of his optic, so he doesn't have to
You're gonna want to go
really
up there.
winch
You're not
out
gonna be able to.
for things like that. So they fought and fought and fought. Dustin there giving Dana a little bit of the business from behind, getting him up just like Dana got him up earlier. So
There we go. There we go.
So you can see how insanely tough it is once you're like have one wheel that just won't drive. You know, good save there, Dustin. We're down on like the shore of the St. Croix River. So a lot of this base is sand. You saw Kyle digging there.
All right, cool.
Dana was able to hook up, pull him up. So those two are gonna go ahead while Dana finishes schooling.
Dude, that thing's got
So
one
now they're going for the bonus. The bonus is a 5-minute. Like takes 5 minutes off your total time. So it was definitely. I mean, it was challenging.
11-point turn.
But it was doable. It wasn't
because that thing's got all the whoop-hows. All the throttle in.
Kyle just jumping up there. It wasn't impossible. Could it have easily taken 5 minutes for groups to do it? Absolutely.
Yeah, the left tire's one doesn't work, right? That's good.
I guess we'll see for the next video, part 3, how long it took me and my team to get through it, but I don't feel like it was very long, so it was worth the elimination. That was a new approach.
Fucking spider optic.
But yeah, that three-wheel drive's definitely killing these guys. So, but they hooked some winches.
Hurt him. Doesn't need any help.
Again, guys, through this whole video, like the whole video, I am chopping, cutting, you know,
Bust your balls. Just bust your balls.
as far as like dead spots, hooking up winches.
There you go. You're arm free. Just go.
You know, they're kind of messing around where the trucks aren't
Good shot,
moving.
guys.
So, that's what you guys are seeing the chopness of like from scene to scene. So, a little way down the riverbed here, Kyle jumped
There we go.
and got himself rolled over. What's funny is that's the second time in that same exact spot Kyle got recovered because he did it, went back, tried to go back and hit it again, and rolled over. So that was kind of funny. Kyle there just using the whoop house to send it to the moon. Dana going the same, taking the same course of action. And then got kind of in a traffic jam down in here, but
You're good right there.
Dustin winched up.
You're past the white line.
Kyle's
Big oil you were.
stuck with that ledge, but again, that front tire's just not spinning and killed him. So he backed out, let Dana pass so you can hook up to Dana, and let the beast do work. Whoop-pow! He's up. So again, huge shout out to the coffee and crawlin guys. So Troy, Shane, Billy, Brad. Thank you guys for putting this on. It means a lot to the community, the RC community around here that you guys are putting the effort. It truly is appreciated. You know, you guys are getting us out, you know, getting groups together, being creative, doing new things. You guys are killing it. You know, keep up the great work, guys. We truly do appreciate it.
It's not like he really needs a winch that often.
So also shout out to some of the shout out to the the giveaways and prize sponsors. Deluxe Fab gave away some shocks, some tires, transmission, and Dollar Hobby gave away some gift cards and some t-shirts, Coffee and Crawlin and their sticker packs. I feel like I'm, Joe Ropes lanyards. Thank you guys. Yeah, thank you guys, all you guys, for your donations.
There we go.
It was cool. They gave away medals
On the other side
to
of the block.
first, second, and third place. The groups, so that was cool. Keep it exciting, kind of give us, you know, a memento to, you know, from the event. So, again, thanks you guys for putting in all the effort you guys do. I know that it's not easy to coordinate the event. Oh, Dustin digging holes up there. Doing wheelies. Kind of pushing. So this was a nasty, nasty obstacle. If you guys watched the first video, which I recommend you go back and do if you haven't. And if you have, well, go watch it again.
Yeah, helps enough. Yeah.
I'm biased though, so. But we saw some trucks get hung up in that rock section. Kyle ended up doing the hand of God in there because they fought for
I'm just gonna keep getting hung up
3
on
or
that
4
stupid other
minutes
truck.
trying to get him up, but without that driver front, he just hurt. So he got stuck down in this little nook. So Dana got to the side and just started unleashing the whoop house. So, but unfortunately, with Dana unleashing the whoop house, he got stuck on, like, dipped on some rock, and it just locked him in place. He couldn't go forward, he couldn't go backward, and it wasn't even that big of a rock. It was wild. Unfortunately,
Are you two-wheel drive now?
in
One-wheel drive?
the efforts of getting over that rock section, you just saw Dustin winch over. Kyle stripped his rear, partially stripped his rear pinion, which just no luck. So he had drive and he was able to drive, but if you put it under like almost any load, you'll hear the gear strip sound. So that really hurt these guys. Again, these guys were murdering the time up until the point where
Dude,
they
that was
lost
too smooth for him being
that
down
driver front tire.
Front end windspan? Dude, that was too smooth.
These guys still did really well. I think they got 3rd overall. And had basically a dead truck that they had to drive. So cut back up to this team. You saw them in the previous video where they backed in. The one in blue backed into the one in yellow to roll him over, but then ended up rolling himself over right there. So Golden slingshot him back over. Got up onto the next obstacle. The yellow one ended up winching up it, and then hooking up to the blue to pull them. Now they're both going to hook up to the base camp. Again, on the previous video, you got to see these guys running. I followed them for a while. So now they got the base camp up. So Dana's in here next, moving up the same obstacle. And the dude rolls over and it doesn't even affect him. I don't know, this guy's got some magic. Driver mod is rolling hard. So, got himself in there. Got himself to a point where he found it wasn't worth it. So, he just winched. You can hear it there.
There's that nasty sound.
You can hear that terrible. I shouldn't even try to recreate it. So, Dana's getting himself situated to go get hooked up and pull Kyle up to the top of the hill. Maybe. Oh, okay, you got it. So, got him turned. Just throwing dirt. You can hear it. There it is. So Dana crab walking over to try to get him so he's not trying to pull him up that nasty rock. So a little help from Kyle with what he had, and they were able to get around it.
Not intermittent three-wheel drive.
So Dustin hooking up, and you know, with a little help from Dana, and all the wheels spinning, he was able to make it up pretty easily.
He set off.
So this nasty rock feature, it was tough. Not a lot of teams are able to navigate this without a winch. Quite a few people had the hand of God. If you don't know, hand of God is where you just pick it up and put it at the top of the obstacle. But in this event, that is a penalty. I think 2 minutes. So.
Steer right. There you go. You're good now.
So Dustin get a little gnarly there, but stopped it before it got out of control. Hooked up the winch and was able to pull himself up. Nice driving there, Dustin. So we got Kyle on the hook now. This was a miracle pull if they were able to get him up.
He is, yeah.
One of you guys is Dustin.
Dustin ripping on him
and
there,
then come this way.
trying to get him up,
Just 2 minutes to get him
but
Trust me.
they just ended up going with the hand of God. Wasn't worth the 2 minutes of effort and just completely destroying the truck. So Dana got hooked up on a rock again pretty well. Dustin there getting him off that rock. He was catching some dips.
God, that rear steer.
Dustin going for the full send through the gate.
Oh, I'm stuck here, so I can wrench him if I need to.
Oh, we're good.
So this was a V-notch
Nice.
to the left.
Oh,
Some people.
So these guys got it down that knowing that Kyle's not able to really do much under his own power. So just hooking it up. He got turned out sideways. Dustin rolling. I'd say almost rolling, but
I'm gonna play straight now.
so there was quite a few minutes of pulling. Here you can see it's all torn up. Dana digging for China. They were trying to get Kyle up, and they were able to end up getting straight on with him. But man, I mean, the whole thing was just such a battle. Like when you're completely dead like that, there's nothing you can do. And Dustin, Kyle, Dana, you guys killed it for having basically a dead truck. You guys did a hell of a job. And
Just about walks it.
yeah, we're having a completely dead truck for the last
See? Just a
like
part video.
quarter of the run and still finishing third. Like, that's wild. Way to come together and figure everything out.
Getting that booty to slide over.
Dino there, just making that little V-notch look easy.
No, back up.
Teammate here with the CJ.
Yeah, there's master here.
I just didn't want my front end to fall out.
Those full body CJs, they all the upside down miss. took the smart play there, took the hand of
I'm almost
God,
through my second back.
because that would have definitely taken more than 2 minutes to get him out of there.
As long as I get through here first,
So,
come back in it.
got the last guy in their group
I can come up this way.
with his
And
Hey, sir.
Fordyce.
I do not need to
Oh, that was
impede your flow
Phoenix.
of
Sorry,
traffic,
I blew up.
Homer.
With Homer driving,
hey,
that was
which was pretty cool.
I was like, I can't wiggle this.
Ended up rolling as well, and they ended up taking hand of God on that as well.
Yeah. He's got Porta, so he'll be fine.
Oh, dang it. I turned the clock backwards. Now you're at 58.
Yeah. That's cool.
Gliding, a little bit of throttle, makes it out. No big
Dana.
deal. Dino
Digging up the whole
slayed it
place
right
with
up
the
there,
power.
so he's hooking up to the CJ and just
Yeah.
gonna walk him right up. So
they were at
Dino
50,
unhooked, came
56
back,
down there.
pulled Phoenix up, right up to the top, and they're off to the last obstacle. So this is Art, Nathan, and Rivers' team at the very end of the last obstacle here. River got a little upside down in the crack, so
Let's go back over there.
gotta work it around. And Art there with the Seguro doing work, got him up. So this is the last obstacle, and this thing is tough. Super tough. So saw Dino almost roll it there, but with the excellent save. So it's this gnarly, multi-level track, or valley, if you will. Up through there, Dino ended up hooking up winch right there. I have yet to see a single person crawl up this crack unassisted. No winching, no kinetic cables. I have not seen a single person do it in either this event or the last event. I honestly don't think it's possible. Even when we were running the SCX6s on here for some of the winter stuff we were doing, I honestly don't know if we were even able to drive up with the SCX6s.
It's so smooth.
So, but yeah, Dino winching ended up being a 4-point winch.
Dave's had to head out.
It works. You understand? Took him 4 different winches to get to the top.
Got those kinetics
You know,
out?
our winch point changes.
Something like that.
Yeah, we'll go with it. So, and even when you're right there, like it, silty sand. So, they hooked the CJ up. Winch cable to winch cable, kinetic rope to winch
Watch
cable,
where your tire footings are going.
and Dino is just walking them up, giving them some advice here on the line to follow.
Can you go forward or reverse?
Dino's super good at that kind of stuff. You've seen him on the channel many times. He's a super awesome
Keep
friend.
on forward.
You know, super good with community and people and coaching. And
The one chunk of grass.
Yeah.
but he's
driving,
staying on
keep
top and got him up to the top. So now for the Phoenix.
I see one down one of the lakes ones on
Yeah, the same thing.
He's a little on his side, and that's kind of typical. As there's not a really right way to do it. So ultimately you would V-notch it, but with everything on different levels, it's really hard. And being off camber, Gravity's not your friend
There you go. Stay on
at
that
all,
ridge. Stay on
but
that ridge.
these guys are working through it, you know, so. Good job, guys, on getting up and getting finished.
Come on, you need to go backward?
So, guys, I do appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you're still here, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Please don't, please give a huge shout out to the Coffee and Crawlin guys. There will be a third video of my team's full run. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to get out and have your own adventures.